does this always happen? Eat the rich.
I agreed.
That was my cold open
Oh,
for you.
okay. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing watching this thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, like, F Cusco. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a rich jerk.
He does represent the 1%.
He does. He does. Guys, welcome back, or welcome for the first. Oh, sorry. Welcome back to Full Time Movie Fans. I'm your host, Jarvis. This is other host.
I'm tired.
He's very tired. Hi, tired. I'm Jarvis.
See, Simple said bad joke. She's all the way across the house.
Yeah, she heard that.
She's reading her book.
She could sense the bad jokes.
She's reading her slightly smutty romance novel in the other room.
Speaking of slightly,
The Full-Time Movie Fans Patreon. Now
going
with
live.
shirtless episodes. That's right. You can watch
You
us
guys-
both with our shirts off like you've always asked for.
you guys been asking for this, and we finally just caved.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. Why would you say no to free money, you know?
It's yeah, and we needed to clean out the inbox because you guys are dirty.
It was only one person. It was just the same person over and over.
Yeah, 100 times.
Yeah. But they did pay for the custom requests. So thank you very much for funding the next 8 months of this podcast.
Yeah, speaking of custom requests, if you guys ever, because I feel like we haven't said this in a while, and we haven't gotten any in a while, because obviously, like, we just, if you don't know already, you could probably tell we're unscripted, but also, like, we'll literally just text each other a day or two before recording and just be like, hey, what movies are we doing? So if you guys want to see a specific movie, feel free to hit us up in the comments. It's been a while. I think, what was the last one that we did? That was a commenter request.
Pokemon.
That wasn't a
Pokemon
commenter
movie.
request. That was
It
an
was.
IRL request.
That's true. But it was still a viewer request.
That's true, I guess. I think our official one, I want to say it was Dungeons and Dragons or Barbie movie.
Probably one of those two, yeah.
Yeah. So hit us up. Let us know if you want
And
us
that's
to do
right, Jarvis. Part of this unscripted podcast is that we watch the movies together and then we talk about them.
Yes.
You like that?
Yes.
I'm brushing up on my acting.
Yeah, and also, like, I want you guys to know we appreciate you guys, all the people that I've bugged to subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy watching us, but we're at 193 right now. I guess 200 is just 7 away, so feel free to help us get there.
193 MFers strong.
Yeah, that's right. And but we need, what do we need?
500 apparently.
We need 307 more to get to 500, and we'll do something special.
Yeah.
We'll get free
500
access
is the
to our
limit.
shirtless recordings.
It does all spiral, you know, as it goes on.
Yeah.
1 turns into 2, 2 turns into 4, 4 turns into 8, 8 turns into 16, 16 turns into 32, 32 turns into 64, 64 turns into 128, 128 turns into 256, 256 turns into 512, 512 turns into 1028.
This guy math. He's good at it, guys.
That's well tired.
Yeah, dude, you should see his math skills when he's got a full night's rest and a day to just relax.
They're not much better. It's probably better this way, actually.
Yeah.
It's all those years of public education have prepped me for stress and tired.
Yeah, you're a little bit off your groove right now.
I have, yeah. I've been thrown off my groove. Which is crazy because I am still switching the camera for the show while doing this.
Yeah, you wouldn't like him with a new groove.
No. So, Jarvis, my impression of The Emperor's New Groove is I watched it when it came out in 2000. Is that right?
Yeah, 2000. Came out in 2000.
No, I didn't watch it in theaters. My parents didn't take us to those things. I was 3 years old. You like that?
You're so young.
You like knowing that?
You're so young with so much of your life ahead of you. What's that like?
Some days it feels like nothing, and some days it feels like I have all opportunity.
Yeah, dude, you've had your hands on some interesting stuff recently. Why don't you plug some of your stuff, man? Tell them about your YouTube channel. You've got your own YouTube channel.
So I have a YouTube channel that posts update videos right now, which is pretty cool. No one asked, and I do it anyway. So if you want to be the seventh view on half of those videos, please head on over to my channel, which is not going to pop up right here, but it'll be right there. Because
It'll be the first comment.
It'll be the first comment. Yeah, it's the one with over 1,000 subscribers. That's me. I think I am our highest subscriber for this channel.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. And I'm gonna keep it that way. So head on over there. And other than that, I write movie. I have a Patreon for $1 a month, which also currently gives you mostly the update videos, but some other cooler stuff that's behind the scenes. And I think Sybil and I are making fake ice cream this week for fun.
Are you guys gonna post that?
Yep.
Sweet. There you go.
Yeah, prop ice cream.
There you go.
But like edible prop ice cream, non-melting.
Nice.
Prop ice cream.
Dairy free, gluten free.
I wouldn't say that. And I am going to be an extra in a little short series thing. You've probably seen them on TikToks, but I can't tell you what they are because I'm under a non-disclosure agreement. So that's that.
There you go. Yeah, man.
I'm also the co-host of a podcast called Full Time Movie Fans. My blood type is, I don't know what are the blood types.
I think what's your social security number? You were gonna.
It's 821-457-844.
There you go. Another thing you guys have all been asking for.
My credit card number is 2814. Just kidding. Not gonna do that one.
Yeah.
I have shocked people before with my ability to just like spout numbers off the top of my head confidently, so they think that I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
I can do it with credit cards, social security numbers, phone numbers.
Anything that has to do with numbers.
Yeah. Well, my brain recognizes the digits. So like the amount of digits that are needed.
That's cool. It's a unique thing.
It's not.
For some people, some people's brains, it's hard to.
Do you like tired yes anding? That's what I'm doing. So my first impression of The Emperor's New Groove.
When you were 3.
When I was 3, and it came out. I probably watched it when I was like 4 or 5. My sisters were the ones watching it for sure for a while, but I also grew up with the TV show that they had.
Oh yeah,
The Emperor's New School.
Yeah.
Which was not a good idea, just to be clear.
No.
But I watched it because I was young, and that's what it was on. And YouTube didn't exist yet, so
otherwise you would have been on YouTube.
And once it did exist, I was. Let me tell you that. So yeah, I remember really liking Emperor's New Groove. It's a really nice, compassionate story in the era of drawn Disney animated films. Probably like one of the last ones, like close to last ones that were done.
Maybe.
I know Lilo and Stitch came out afterwards, so probably more towards that. But
yeah, Lilo and Stitch just came out. We did a review on it a week or 2 ago.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, my days are blurring together.
In fact, I think we just released the full review.
That's crazy.
Days ago.
That's a crazy thing to have done.
Yeah.
We're sponsored by Cane's, by the way. And by sponsored, I mean I had them earlier.
Yeah, more like you sponsored them.
Yeah, true.
You sponsored their
I learned that they have a rewards app recently, and that was devastating because I probably could have saved hundreds of dollars. Yep, that was my impression of Emperor's New Groove. Your turn.
I love this movie. I love it. It's not. I think I literally asked you.
Yeah, you've been asking for a little bit too.
Well,
not like pestering constantly, but more like you know which one we should do soon? Emperor's New Groove.
Well, I wanted to do. We haven't done an animated movie for a little bit. I feel like,
Travis, we just released Lilo and Stitch last week.
but that was live action.
Live action. It's animated. Be honest with yourself.
So, well, I think Stitch and a lot of the other, characters were definitely animated.
What is this
CGI.
poster? Have you seen this poster?
No, I haven't.
That's not a poster from back then. There's no way.
Yeah, probably not.
That looks like a Despicable Me poster.
Yeah.
And that's Despicable Me is not from 2000.
No, it's not. But Emperor's New Groove is, and this is a movie that's just so much fun to me. Like, I enjoy the depth of the story, like the character development for Cusco, and stuff like that. I love David Spade. I love John Goodman. Can you look up some of the other voice actors there? Because I think Pacha's wife
You got
is played by
Eartha Kitt, who was Yzma. Are you aware
No,
of
I'm not aware
Eartha
of her.
Kitt? She did a bunch of.
Fantastic job, though. Yzma's amazing.
She's a singer, and I'm blanking on what she sings most popularly right now. But she's in a bunch of Orson Welles stuff too. So she's very good. She's a very good actress. Got Patrick Warburton as Kronk. He also has the best IMDb profile picture. It's just him in a
Tick.
purple ant
Tick.
suit.
It's
The Tick. Okay, yeah.
The Tick.
We got Wendy Malick
Okay,
as Chicha.
that's Pacha's wife.
I believe so.
So I believe, if I'm not incorrect, Pacha's wife, her voice actress, was also in something with David Spade, Just Shoot Me. He had a show. You don't know about that show?
Nope.
It was something that I watched as a kid that I probably shouldn't have, to be honest with you. But David Spade, she was in the show Just Shoot Me, I believe.
And for you Gen Zers out there, she plays Mima in Young Sheldon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, then that maybe that's not her. I don't know. Can you check?
Yeah.
But anyways,
check.
there's a lot of
What was the
great-
thing you said?
It was a show called Just Shoot Me. With David.
This is easier.
So, but anyways, it's one of those animated movies. So I was
that's
definitely in like high school.
You're right.
Oh, okay. I was definitely in high school, or middle school, when this movie came out. So prime age to watch this movie and love it as a child, which I do. It's got such nostalgia for me.
It is prime
It's
age
not
for you.
as good as, and I asked you this because I agree. It's not as good as a Goofy movie.
Dude, a Goofy
absolutely-
movie just has something special in it.
It's so
There's some magic something in there.
yeah. It's got some extra.
And it's
Disney-
not the musical part.
yeah, it's got some extra.
not at all.
Well, you know what? A lot of the musical songs and stuff are fantastic.
Both of the Powerline songs are fantastic.
great.
The rest of the songs are
No,
basically not rememberable.
I like the On the Open Road song. That one's great. With
Yeah.
everybody in traffic singing along.
Can you sing it all at once with remembering every word?
Me and Max relaxing like the old days. I think that's part of it.
I think I think that's a part of it. It's pretty good.
So, but this is also Disney. It just, I think a Goofy movie does have a little bit of extra Disney magic in it. Maybe it's because it literally has Mickey Mouse in it as a
Yeah.
cameo. But, dude, the Emperor's New Groove is just so funny to me. Like, there's so many good little quotes and little bits. I actually wrote some of them down that I wanted to.
Oh, that's good.
I did because there's
Wow, look at Jarvis
just
preparing.
everything that Kronk says is just pure gold.
It is true.
Everything-
Every single line of Patrick Warburton's is just really
It's
good.
just comedy gold.
Yeah.
And then John Goodman is he's like his character Pacha. You feel like that's just John Goodman in real life.
Yeah, it very feel good.
And John Goodman is an incredible actor. Incredible.
You're Sully in Monsters Inc.
His best movie role is probably The Flintstones. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But he did. He wasn't the live
Yabba
action
Dabba Doo.
Flintstones. Yeah.
God, back
But,
before live actions were
It
popular.
has that same. It's a little bit further down the list for me, like I said, than a Goofy movie, but it's got that same kind of good feelings that I enjoyed from my childhood.
That's good. And I agree.
Hey, you.
How'd you like that episode? Did you like it?
You like movies? You like this one?
Do you?
You should subscribe to this channel right now.
Also, as well.
Yeah. You got friends? Yeah, you do.
Do you? Hopefully.
Show it to them.
Prove
Show
it.
this to them.
Prove it. Prove it to us. You got friends.
There's other videos to watch too. Why don't you watch those if you're so cool?
Yeah. Prove you're not a bot. Leave a comment.
Nerd.